Hey, how are you? Happy day for meditation. You want to know something funny? I just taught it, but forgot to hit record. Ha! Ha ha. So it's even funnier. Take two, Dimmy. So, what I was teaching was about judgment. It's kind of funny. Judgment and projection. So it's ironic that that's the topic, and I forgot to record it because now I could judge myself, but I actually think it's funny. Obviously, in a meditation, I need. So, today's topic is about judgment and projection. So the theory behind this work and this topic is that as humans, our egos are constantly 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, judging ourselves all the time. It's kind of a second nature habit. When you're born as a little baby, that wasn't who or what you are. So it's just become a habit. And the other theory behind this work is that judgment we do to ourselves is actually all of the stuff we say to another person. Think for a second, how many of us judge other people? When I ask that question in a workshop, the whole room's hands go up. Maybe 5 people out of 100 don't put their hands up. When I ask them, they're like, why bother? Everyone else's hand is up. Judgment of another is kind of a little slippery thing that the ego does, but it's a slippery thing that can catch the ego. See it? Because what the ego does is it judges you all day, every day. It almost gets tired, and then it goes to find fault in others. So I guarantee you 1,000%, and you may not like me, that all of the judgment you do to another is actually the judgment to yourself. So this meditation might have 2 or 3 parts to it. I'm not sure, because I know last time I taught it a few minutes ago, there were 3 parts. We'll see what happens today. So go and close your eyes. With your eyes closed, find deep belly breathing in and out. Belly rises and belly falls. With your eyes closed, just let the softness of the shoulders sink down. Let the chest become full from the air. And maybe let the mind quiet even a teensy bit. And breathe. On your next breath, bring yourself into a place of nature. A place in your own home, a place in nature, a place from fairy tales. The most important thing is you're safe and comfortable. Comfortable and safe. And breathe. As you breathe, use those senses again. What are the colors? What is the aura? Is there a smell? What does the air feel like on your skin? In your safe and comfortable place, and breathe. On your next breath, bring a picture of you into the scene. I invite you to see yourself right here. And for a few minutes, not too long, I want you to talk to yourself about yourself like you normally do. So for example, oh, that little tire around your belly, it has to go. Oh, that gray hair on your brow, time to get it dyed. Something's wrong with you. Just say out loud or in your head, things that you do all day, every day, the conversations, the chitter chatter. What kind of chitter chatter do you have? Just speak it, please. Don't worry, I can't hear you. No one can hear you. You're on your own. But I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. What kinds of stuff do you say? And breathe. Keep breathing. I have taught this exercise hundreds of times in person, and I know that the chatter we say to ourselves is not pleasant. And now turn that volume down. With your eyes closed, I want you to bring in your wise guide, your divine self, your higher self. The thing about our wise guides is they look at us through different lenses. They look at us through the eyes of unconditional love. So in a few minutes, you're going to speak to yourself the way your wise guide would. They typically say things like, "You're doing a great job. You're on your path. Proud of you. Keep going." And so as my voice gets quiet, I want you to speak to yourself in the affirmative, from your wise guide to yourself in the present tense. And just keep breathing as you do this. Deep, slow breaths. If you're ever stuck, go back to your breathing. Deeper and slower. Get general. You're on the right path. And then the wise guides will speak louder. Keep going. Five more deep breaths, even if you're repeating yourself. Give yourself the loving thoughts that the divine mind wants to speak. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Stay here. I want you to notice, was that easy? Was that hard? Just notice. If this is the first or second time you've ever done that, or 100th, it can be challenging. But it doesn't have to be. It just takes practice. It's a way of thinking. It is actually what I teach in person is with actually a mirror, like mirror work. If you've never done it before, I highly recommend it. It's one of the fastest ways to change the way you think about yourself and to decrease judgment of others. Keep breathing with your eyes closed. Our guides love us to the moon and back. And we're waking up the voice that says we're absolutely perfect. With practice and practice and practice, it will be your go-to pretty soon. On your next few breaths, take yourself back to that place of nature. And I want you to imagine somebody just walked in that you judge a lot. Your boss, your friend, your coworker, your kid. You've always got somebody. And I want you to know and imagine that that person, no matter what they did, the main reason you judge them, in fact, the only reason you judge them, is because there's a judgment in yourself that your ego is caught up with that you're not conscious to. And the easiest way the ego deals with it is by vomiting onto somebody else. Now, that's hard for us to understand because we are so convinced that they are an SOB. And just breathe. Let me give you an example that's kind of textbook. Let's just say you're a pretty type A personality, which is pretty common, and you're a go-go-goer. And you don't even know you do it, though you kind of know you do it. You judge somebody around you for not doing enough, not being enough, not working hard enough. Because it's the same exact thing you're doing to yourself. By being a workaholic, there's a deep unconscious judgment of worthiness, which is why you work so hard. And then that worthiness that you don't want to look at, that's like a foul taste in your mouth, then gets projected on somebody else. With your eyes closed, I just want you to take slower, deeper breaths. I want you to look at this person in front of you who you usually typically judge as now your friend. They're here to teach you that you're doing something to yourself. And the only reason they trigger you is because you do this to yourself. A chance for you to heal that and bring it to your awareness. Deep breaths in. So your eyes closed, bring in your wise guides, your ancestors, your angels. They are here to help you. They may help you right now to give you a little glimpse as to why you judge this person. And one little helpful technique to identify what it is try now with your shoulders softened, your heart open, your third eye a little bit more open, to think of things that you can compliment about this person. What kind things can you say to this person that a few minutes ago you were judging? What kind things can come out of your mouth that are actually the truth from the divine? And just keep breathing. This might be challenging for you. The next minute or two, my voice is going to get quiet again. And speak from your heart, speak from your wise guide. Really general statements to assist you. To maybe say some things that are kinder, that are positive about this person directly in front of you, and just keep breathing. Again, if you're stuck, go back to your breathing. The answers will come through your breath. Slow the breath down. And if you're really stuck in the second part of this exercise, there's some real value there. Real value. So let me give you a few pieces of homework. 1, get a blank journal called the Book of Positive Aspects and write that person's name on that book. Every day, write down 2 or 3 things that are positive about them. I know it can be challenging, but I'm really going to encourage you to try that. Second piece of homework is mirror work. Look in a mirror. Speak from the divine through your heart to yourself. Decrease those daily judgments. And the third piece of homework, asking yourself, maybe before sleep, maybe it'll come to you in a dream, what is it in this other person that triggers me so much that my ego is wrapped up in doing to me? Please, universe, show me. If you're really stuck, feel free to write it down below in the comment section. I'll see if I can help. Take a few more deep breaths. And again, I'm going to encourage you to stay here longer. Your heart is open. Your mind is quiet. You're touching a very spicy topic of judgment and projection. I'm sending you a massive hug and big love. And I know how spicy this exercise is. And I will see you tomorrow. Big love. Namaste.